Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush, Dr. Drinks. I'm Dr. Cush. Listen. I'm feeling very Alexander right now. I have been having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. It's been awful. Normally we work on, we've been working on technique this entire year. I've been trying to find, ways to bring drinks into. Listen, we're not doing technique tonight. I don't have the mental capacity. Let me tell you what happened. If you guys don't mind, this is pre-show. I know this counts anyway. Let me tell you what happened. We have a bougainvillea. Now, for those of you that don't live in California or places where, I don't know where else bougainvilleas grow. I really have only seen them in California and Arizona, but those are the only two places I go. It's a big bush, right? It's a big bush. It's just a large bush. Green, it grows out. It sort of grows like the Incredible Blob that grows out like this. So you gotta cut it back. Okay, great. So that's what I decided to do with my Memorial Day. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna start cutting down this bush. Well, what happens? I cut the bush down and a nest falls out of it. 3 little hatchlings fall out of their little nest. They make it to the ground. I don't know if they're fine, but they're alive. I lose my mind. I don't know what to do. I don't want these little birds being hurt. So I've destroyed the nest. The nest is destroyed. It's in 2 parts. I can't put a nest back together. I'm not a bird. So I get the idea. I'm going to build them a new nest. So I went and I got a biodegradable paper bowl. Popped little holes in the bottom. I read all about it. They need drainage. They need to be together. They need to be like in there together. So I got all 3 of them together. I put part of the nest back into the bowl. I made a whole little thing with dried grass on the outside. Jen was there to help, thank God. I don't know where Kyle was. Just gone, just out, just do whatever Kyle's doing now. Hollywood Kyle out in the world. But Jen was there, thank goodness. We didn't know how to pick up these birds. So I had the idea, you know what? We already got a bowl here. Let's get a spoon. So I went and got a spoon. I spooned these birds back into their homemade Dr. Cush made nest. I can't get it to sit in the tree, so now I'm taping this nest to the bougainvillea. We had a cold snap last night. It's too cold to be a naked bird. So I worry all night. Now I can't sleep. I don't sleep at all. I have thoughts. Maybe I'll go sleep outside with the birds. Kyle's already sleeping out there. I don't know what Kyle's doing at this point, but maybe I'll go sleep outside. Maybe I'll put the birds on my belly. My belly will produce enough heat to get these birds to stay alive for the night. Oh my God, I couldn't sleep. So I woke up early this morning. Went out and checked on the birds. They're fine. They're not fine. I mean, I don't know if they're fine, but they're alive. So now I'm sitting around worrying about these birds. So of course I want to teach technique. I want the show to be bringing interesting things to you guys and, taking my 20-something years of whatever I've been doing, the mind of, of a man slowly going crazy inside of a tiny little box on your screen. I want to bring that to you. I can't do it today. There is no technique today. We're making a just straight up big, fat, American tiki drink. So that's what we're doing. Yes, it reminds me of the book, Are You My Mother? Yes. Forlorn, that's exactly what it felt like. Yes, I felt like I had to become the bird's mother. Now, I have not seen the bird's mother come back to this nest. Where are the birdies now? They're sitting in a cereal bowl. They're sitting in a cereal bowl that is nest-shaped inside of the bougainvillea at the same place where I cut that stupid branch off. So anyway, they're outside. It's a sad book. And I'm really hoping that this has not become a sad story. I would really, I name I don't have one friend in my world that doesn't have a nickname that I gave them. I give everybody nicknames. My wife is Fuzzy. You guys been around us long enough, you know that I call her Fuzzy because her name is Jennifer. Went from Jennifer to Jennifurry to Jenna Fuzzy to just Fuzzy. So this is Fuzzy. I got my friend Naked. I have my friend Paper. I got my friend D. I got like 3 coon dogs in my life. Everybody has a nickname. I have not named these birds yet because I don't know what I'm going to do if these birds don't make it. They got to make it. So if you have some way that you send good energy out into the world, send them out to my little bougainvillea birds sitting in a bowl that I put in there with a spoon like the most perverse cereal of all time. Please think of the birds for a moment. I cook dinner every night. I'm the cook in the house. I cook dinner. I can't even think about eating chicken right now. Not even a little bit. So we're having shrimp gumbo tonight. I have no feeling about shrimp. Little bugs. I don't get bugs out of my life. Tiny chickens. I can't do it. So that's if I seem a little low energy, if I'm seeming a little down, it's these 3 little birds are just sitting. And then of course, on one of my playlists, there's a Bob Marley song, 3 Little Birds. It comes on. I start bawling as I'm driving to Trader Joe's. It's just been a day. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you? Let's find out. Bonbon, Tiki Bonbon, winner of the 2025 Cush Derby, here and ready to go. I wish I had Bonbon. Wish Bonbon had been like hanging out with us that day. I'm sure Bonbon could have weaved together a little nest. She would have foraged, probably made a nest mansion for these birds. These birds would have grown up on the good side of town, gone to better schools. These birds would have had a leg up if only Bonbon had been there, but it was me and Jen. We don't know much about birds, and we don't know much about, weaving. I know very little about weaving, turns out. I spent my time doing other things, drinking mostly. I wish I would have spent more time weaving. When I got a theater degree from the University of Southern California, people said it was like doing underwater basket weaving. I wish I had done underwater basket weaving at this point. At least I would know how to weave a nest back together. I can't do it. Wouldn't have had to been underwater, but you know what? I would have had a better shot at it not being underwater. So here we go. Good evening, Johnny Pannebaker. Good to see you there, Johnny. It's not a your, I don't know. I'm not going to give you guys any grief. BGB the Bun is here. Good to see you there, BGB. That's a hey all. Very excited about it. Tiki Court is here. Listen, I really appreciate you guys getting those likes up. It's good news for me, I think. We're not really, we've been pretty stagnant for a while. But you know what? The show is great. I will say. The show is great. The community is better. The show is great. It's just on YouTube. YouTube is not interested in promoting this show. Neither is Tales of the Cocktail. I submitted to be good to go to Tales of the Cocktail. Did not get it. Kevin Koss did. Kevin Koss is up there. And what's that other guy? It's not Anders. Who's the other guy? Who's the guy with the mustache that makes this? They're all in there, not me. Anyway, it's been a very bad day. If you start looking at all the bad stuff, it's not been great. Let's see. Tiki K Dog is here. Good to see you there, Tiki K Dog. I've made myself sick. That's what's happened. Hearn. Good to see you, Hearn. Fight on to you as well, Hearn. Good to see you. Clearly another USC Trojan in there. Mrs. Pismo is here. Good to see you there, Mrs. Pismo, which means that Mr. Pismo can't be far behind. There's Mr. Pismo. Good to see you there. Both the Pismos ready to go for the show today. Loving that. Loving all of it. Kyle Tender is here. Finally. Nowhere to be found during Birdpocalypse, but left it up to me and Jen to just run around trying to get these birds scooped back into a bowl. Whole situation. A set of hands, gloved or otherwise. We wore gloves. Kyle wears gloves all the time. He would have been really helpful, wasn't there? Kyle, what are we gonna do with you, buddy? Keep you around, I guess. All right, guys, what's up, Captain Jack? Good to see you. Aloha. Yeah, there's Paul Bellamaro. It was just his birthday the other day. Paul has been with the show for longer than anybody, I think. He's been right there. Good to see. I know we had a little bit of a Paul shortage for a minute. But we're good. Non-touchables coming over, guys. Don't worry. He was on IG. Yes, IG does stink for a show like this. I got all this space. I can only show you this much. So if you're watching over on Instagram, pop on over this way. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. If you drink enough, you will be weaving. There we go. I do weave baskets and speak for the birds too. I knew it, Bon. We called animal control. They weren't interested. They're like, you know what? Just put them back in a thing. If the mom wants them, she'll come back. There's nothing we can do about it. So I should have called Bon. Worthless calling animal control. It's just no good. They were worried about raccoons or something. Yes, that's a very, very sad book. The Are You My Mother? That was a very sad book. I remember that being very touching as a kid. Abry is here. Good to see you, Abry. Allowed behind the bar. Always a pleasure, never a chore seeing you there, Abry. And who else? I was holding Kylie back. Yes, everybody remembers the Kyle has a friend, Kylie the raccoon. So I guess if that's what you were doing, you were out there doing that. Lucky, Dusty, and Ned. Are we naming the birds now? Oh God, that's gonna be tough. That was funny, Chris. I will be weaving. Anyway, we're making a cocktail tonight from a book. It's like the first 5 years of the show. This last year I was trying to do something different. I just can't do it today. So we're making one from one of the best tiki books of all time, James Beard Award-winning book. This is called Smugglers Cove. And it is a really good example of a well put together punch that seems like something you have tried before, but hopefully it's a little different. This is called and I don't know how to pronounce it, and to be honest with you, I don't know how to spell it either. Because the way that Martin Kate spells it is different than the actual place it's named after. There's an extra E in the place named after. It's called the Kaiteur Swizzle, named after the Kaiteur Falls, with an E, with an extra E. There's an E, there's like a fifth E in there somewhere. That is in Guyana. We'll be using a Guyanese rum today, and we'll also be using a bit of a Puerto Rican style as well, just to sort of fill it out. Non-touchables here. Hello, Bon. How you doing? Good. And then she got an answer. So that's what we're doing today. Oh God, I went too long on that. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to I'm going to take all these worry lines off my face. We're going to jump into the show, the pre-show. That's about feelings. Show, no feelings. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, where's Roger? Roger, you here? Roger, are you okay today? Yes. Is Roger okay? Where is Roger? I don't even see Roger. Roger? Somebody find Roger. Does anybody have Vic's number? My goodness. And there we go. Keith Austin, allowed behind the bar. Good to see you, Keith. Keith writes, he writes this music. 1 second, I can do it real quick for you. Turn it up a little bit. I gave Keith almost no instruction on what kind of music I wanted, and he came back with this, and it was awesome. Also, has anybody heard from Matt? Yes, I have heard from Matt. I did hear from Matt. Okay, anyway, that's what we got. We're gonna jump right now into the show. We're gonna leave the birds behind. They are fine in their little bowl nest. And we're gonna start. Oh, thank you for bird food. Thank you, Pismo. This is for bird food. I was told specifically not to feed them. But thank you, Pismo. That's awfully sweet of you. And when the birds do make it through this whole thing, we're gonna feed them something good. What do birds really like? Worms? We feed them a lot of worms. Doc, how is he? He's good. Oh, Matt's good. Just busy. Matt's good. Just busy. Okay, we're okay. Watch this introduction. We'll come back, and I will be a little happy camper. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink.
Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm Dr. Cush. Today we are making from one of the great Tiki drink creators of all time, a historian, owner of one of the, let's just say it, premier Tiki bars. If you have been to this Tiki bar, for the most part, when you go to another Tiki bar, you're going to brag to that bartender that you've been to this Tiki bar. It's called Smugglers Cove. The man's name is Martin Cate, and he has a cocktail coming right out of San Francisco, but via another place called Guyana. And out there, Guyana, it's got all the stuff to make all the good rum. This is a cocktail called the Kaiteur Swizzle, named after the Kaiteur Falls that lives out there in Guyana. So hopefully, when we drink this, we will think of being at the northern part of South America, all in that rum region right there, making drinks, getting in barrels, going over fall. Listen, this drink has it all. And a perfect example of how to build a punch. 1 of sour, 2 of sweet, 3 of strong, 4 of weak, a little spice, make it nice. It's got everything. We're ready to go. And that's what we're doing. So let's get into it. Obviously, we're making a punch. So in this punch, we are going to, these don't fit. Hold on for a second. My goodness gracious. No. Yep. There we go. It's important. Oh, to show the side of my head. It's important to match the bottoms. These are both mismatched. I collect these things, not on purpose. They throw these things at me all the time. This is what doesn't matter. Let's make our punch. The Kaiteur punch. Let's build it like we would build the rhyme, right? 1 of sour. How are we gonna do sour? Well, lime juice, baby. We're in the middle of making more pseudo juice. So this is the lime juice that we squeeze from the actual lime. This is not pseudo juice. This is juice. This is real. This is the juice. This is the juice of the limes. Peeled everything, squeezed that. So now, instead of just getting this amount of lime juice from 4 big limes, 50 cents a piece, but 4 big limes, now we will also have about a liter of pseudo juice. Truly saving the world here, guys. We're honestly, real environmentalism going on here. 1 of sour. Let's go ahead and do this with 1 of sour. It's just going to be this is our only sour. 3/4 of an ounce, please. 3/4 of an ounce of some lime juice. Boop. Great. Okay. 1 of sour. 2 of sweet. Now, you can build a pretty normal sour by following those instructions, by just saying 1 ounce of sour, 2 ounces of sweet, 3 ounces of strong, 4 ounces of weak, and a little spice to make it all nice. You can do that. That's possible. You can also interpret this in a different way, right? It's a poem, and poems are meant to be interpreted. We're not going to be putting in double the amount of sweet. Instead, we're going to be putting in 2 distinctly different sweets to give us a bigger sweet profile. We're going to raise up the profile of this sweet, and we're going to do it like that. It's another very viable way to make a by-the-book punch, right? 2 sweets. 1 sweet is this guy right here. Now, this is Velvet Falernum. You guys probably recognize Velvet Falernum from John D. Taylor. John D. Taylor makes falernum. Almonds, lime, clove, spice, lime. Did I say lime? There's lime in there, lemongrass, all kinds of stuff in this thing. I make it. We just make it in-house, house-made. And then we velvet it by throwing it through the milking process. We add some milk to it, or we add it to some milk, curdle, throw it through the stuff, and we get this beautiful. We get this kind of yellow. It's yellow, but lasts forever, not going anywhere. Very nice stuff, very good stuff. And this stuff is certainly stronger than the John D. Taylor stuff. If you like how John D. Taylor and their falernum fit, you can probably use a little bit less of your homemade falernum, because John D. Taylor can come a little tranquil. It's a good word. Great word. Good word. Well done on that word. Tranquil. That's what I was looking for. It's a good way to say, it's a little boring. Let's go ahead and put in 1/2 of an ounce. That's a horrible way to say that. Let's put in 1/2 of an ounce of some velveted falernum. Glug, 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 glug. Perfect. Now, we could just be easy with this cocktail. Just put in a full ounce of falernum, throw in some rum, maybe a little spice. We should be in a good spot there, but then we wouldn't be following the poem. 2 of sweet. 2 of sweet. 2. I got the other sweet right here. Big ass bottle of maple syrup. Why this bottle? We're trying to get rid of it. We only have this much left, so that's what we're doing. Maple syrup. There are other maple syrups in the world. You do not have to buy pure. Oh, you do not have to buy private selection. I don't know if you even like this stuff. Grade A is fine. Grade B, somehow, usually better for cocktails, a little bit more flavorful, but this is grade A. This is good on pancakes. And since we're already putting our velvet falernum in here, we don't want to overshadow all of the velveted falernum that we're putting in here. So we're going to throw in some grade A. Also, it's the one that I have, so shish. We're going to throw in 1/2 of an ounce of some maple syrup. Bring out your dead. Had a really fun experience recently. This is kind of a dream of mine. I watched a movie called Monty Python and the Holy Grail with somebody who was watching it for the first time. Crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. I also want to say that this person was a theater person, still a working actress, and had never seen this movie. The next day after seeing this movie, we went out and she went, "Oh my God, somebody just said I got better." She never understood that joke. Anyway, maybe you guys haven't seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail either. Oh my gosh. Avery has not seen it. I did not watch this movie with Avery, obviously, just by the transitive property. If she hasn't seen it, then she would not have been. Yes, old woman, I'm a man. Old man. Such a good movie. Turned me into a newt. A newt? I got better. Yeah, look at you guys. Arrgh. Yes, it was Jen. It was Jen. It was definitely Jen. The Holy Grail is the Holy Grail. Yeah, it's a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound. So many great lines. It's amazing how often they get quoted, and then to immediately the next day have somebody turn to Jen, who had never seen this, and say, I got better. It was great. Just a wonderful experience. I did my very best to not quote the whole thing, but I did. I can't tell you that I didn't prove my worth as a Monty Python fan and quote the entire movie. I tried not to, though, and I think the trying is important. Okay. 1 is sour, 2 is sweet, 3 is strong. Let's get in there. 3 is strong. This is a guy in the, oh, wait a sec. Okay. Roger G, good to see you, Roger. We were very worried about you moments ago, but clearly you were looking something up. Quick note, if you're not in New England, they discontinued the terminology grade B, so a few years ago. It is now labeled as grade A dark. What? This is just grade A. Okay. Amber color. So, okay, so amber, so probably not. Okay, so that's a good thing to know. Now, Roger could be saying nothing, but it does sound right? It does sound right. Because if you want grade A, right? I don't want to go get grade B eggs. I don't want to go get grade B shoes, right? Eggs and shoes are very important to people. Eggs have good protein, heart health and whatnot. Shoes, they hurt your back if they're wrong. Grade B sounds bad. So when you would say, I'm looking for grade B syrup, they're like, oh, it's cheapo. Who's the cheapo over here? It had nothing to do with that. Grade B was good syrup. Grade A dark now. That's real. Okay, honestly, Roger, if this is a true thing, I think that the maple syrup, I think Big Maple has really come through with that. Oh yes, we followed it with Life of Brian immediately afterwards. We did. And that, I will admit that was annoying. I was being annoying at that point. Okay. And she can never unsee Vorpal rabbits. That's very true. This is a cocktail called the Kaiteur Swizzle. The Kaiteur Falls, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is in a place called Guyana. In Guyana, there's a region where they make Demerara rum. We need a Demerara rum, or at least a Guyanese rum. I searched and searched across these many acres of rums that I have right here and found that I had none, except for, boom, the big boy. I started the show over. I got Lemon Heart 151, which is a Guyanese rum, which I believe technically makes it a Demerara rum. I can't be sure about that. Does it say on here? Oh, yep. Certified Marks Demerara. This is a Demerara rum. It is, of course, 151 proof. So, could somebody please Europeanize these grades for me? Yes. A in European is A, and then B is B. So grade A or grade B. A, B, C, D. Really, I can do it for Italians and for Spanish. That's the only thing I can do. I don't know how the French do it. And B. I don't know what the French are up to. This right I've seen this a few times. Blessed are the cheesemakers. The cheesemakers. So because this is a 151 rum, we need 2 full ounces of rum. We don't want to lose out on the flavor of the rum, but we also don't want to overdo it with the alcohol because as I was explaining in the pre-show, I've had a tragedy happen, a baby bird emergency happened to me recently, and I got to be fully about myself. I have to have my wits about me. So we are going to do 1 ounce of some 151 Demerara rum. We're going to be using the Lemon Heart 151. And then we're going to supplement that, hopefully, with just enough of this Flor de Caña. We want, if you don't have a Demerara rum, all they're really asking for is an aged rum. So a Spanish-style aged rum will be fine. We're going to put in 1 full ounce of a Spanish-style aged rum here. Glug, 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 glug. So that's 3 of strong. Boy, I just have that much left. The birds will be fine. There we go. And this bottle is dead. Goodbye, bottle. Okay. You did good. All right. 1 of sour, 2 of sweet, 3 of strong, 4 of weak. That's going to come in our shaking. We're going to give this a big, fat shake. The weak is coming from the water. The water is going to dilute this down. We have a lot of big flavors, so a little, hashtag Tiki pour. That is we have not said Tiki pour here for a long time. Tiki pour, for those of you that are new, just means a little more. Just finish off the rest of that bottle. That's a Tiki pour. Well remembered. So the waters, we're going to give this a big old shake. We're going to serve this over the ice that we serve it with. That way that ice is already in its melting stage, so we should get a nice diluted cocktail. It's fine for drinks like this. We do want that to happen in a lot of these big punches, but we need a little spice. What's the spiciest, most tropical thing we can add to here? Well, obviously, not Amy beer. This is Angostura bitters. It's just in a fun bottle. Angostura bitters, product of Trinidad and Tobago, spectacular stuff. Hopefully, one day I get down to Trinidad and Tobago and give everybody a big old handshake and try and steal their secret recipe, because only 2 people know how to make it. I know that that's like a meme about everything. I know that that's how green chartreuse works. I think that's how Benedictine works. Only 2 people know it, but it seems to be a system that works. So 2 people know how to make Angostura bitters. I'm going to befriend one of them. I'm going to find some way in some heist to sneak into, I assume, their room, rifle through a drawer, and hopefully written right there will be the recipe. And then I'll have it. I won't use it. I'm not going to make bitters. I'll just buy bitters, much easier, but then I'll have it. And 3 people know it. We're going to go ahead and put in about 4 dashes of some Angostura bitters. Looks like more because they're half shakers. And then we're going to shake. Oh, not sure that those translations helped. Okay. Does anybody know Roger? I'm speaking. Let me just. Can I have a meet? I'm just gonna have a meeting with Roger over here. Roger, if you you seem to know something about how maple syrup works. Is your knowledge based only in New England, or could you expand that out to Europe? I'd really, if you could, like, is there a grade that we use in Europe that we don't use in New England? If you do know that, Roger, or if there's a way that you could look it up, like, if, I don't know if you're part of like the subreddit maple syrup, or tree sappers, or I don't know what the subreddit is. If you could figure that out, that'd be great. Anyway, that's just to Roger for a second. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a shake. Now, I'm using the big cubes. I am using the Whiffin cubes right here, named after Richard Whiffin, because I'm gonna give this a really big shake. So hopefully, in that really big shake, I will crack a lot of them. The cracking of this will create more melting points, will give us a more diluted cocktail, because again, a lot of big flavors in here. We could start with smaller cubes. We could shake this with cracked tubes. We could do this with all kinds of stuff, but we're gonna be using the big ones. This is an emergency real quick. Hello, Tammy. This is my old partner in crime, Tammy Harrison. Good to see you, Tammy. Go ahead and if you guys haven't already, now's a great time to congratulate Tammy. She can tell you what for. Here we go. On the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'll show you how very, very cold this has gotten. Boop, crack, go. Tap, 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 tap. And why not serve this in a pint glass? Now, a Pilsner glass would be nice. If I had a footed Pilsner, that's the way this thing really goes. We're not using a footed Pilsner because I do not own one. I do not own a footed Pilsner. But I do own these. These are a gift from Bon Bon. That off there. Let's go ahead and pour this in. We're gonna be using the same ice because now we can see that this ice has cracked all over the place. Fill this up. There we go. Put the rest of this in here. Let's see how our wash line did. I think we nailed it. Is there another piece in there? Oh, pretty good. Almost got it to the top. Put this here. And this is it. Now, obviously, this is a tiki drink. We would love it if it had a garnish. I would love it. I think we'd all be very excited to have the garnish. The garnish on this one is a lime. And because we don't have full limes normally in this bar, we are going to go garnishless. We can put, we'll put a little mermaid in there. You know what? Even better. Put a little octopus on there. There we go. A little squid. Squid. Squid, squid. It's greenish, like a lime. And it's squiddish, like it is afraid. There we go. Perfect. Throw this right in here. Excellent, excellent. And there we have it. I mean, honestly, a good build. Interesting build. You're really playing with the sweet in this. So number 2, Cush will be having his November show in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, in November. Great. My invite. Hopefully as a bridesmaid. We'll figure it out. Tammy, we'll talk. This is the Kaiteur, the Kaiteur Falls. The Kaiteur Swizzle by Martin Kate. Coming out of San Francisco, coming out hard from Smugglers Cove. Here we go. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I do think, and we don't have to get back into this. I do think having grade A dark maple syrup would have made this a little better. I'm missing a little bit of the maple syrup. If you're going to make it into a drink that is big like that, now this is on me, because I could not, I've been looking for grade B maple syrup for forever, only to find out from resident Maplehead, Roger G, that I should have been looking for grade A dark. It's good to know. It's good to know. Better in drinks, grade A dark. Grade A regular, better on pancakes. Just my opinion. Just one man's opinion. Just my opinion. Very, very nice. Okay. Before we get too far, I do want to thank, I got a package the other day. I do want to thank Bon for sending me an amazing package. This is, I think, a lot of fun. She sent me an amazing pineapple dish, which now holds, I'll show you what it holds. It holds these. I needed a place to put a hold of my tops, and now it holds my tops. It's spectacular. It's perfect for it. It's now a display thing. She also sent me a DVD set of the first season of my favorite sketch comedy show of all time, The Kids in the Hall. Very excited to make my wife sit down and watch that. So, Jen, I think you should also say thank you to Bon, because now you get to watch like 7 hours of Kids in the Hall, which is a great show. Incredibly quotable. Oh boy, incredibly quotable. But this was very exciting. Now, I don't exactly understand it, but she sent me a ton of these teeny tiny little bottles. And the interesting part about these little bottles is they're numbered. They're all numbered. So this is number 2. This is the lowest number I had. There is no number 1 in here. There's a 5, a 7, an 8, a 9. There is a 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 18 and 20. I don't know if I'm supposed to collect them all. I don't know if I'm supposed to drink them all. We're going to drink them all. But we are going to have a very fun battle box with these coming up very soon. They're all different things. So this one is a 12-year-old. Why did I pick this one? It doesn't have the thing on it. This one is this is from Palma. Palma, one of my favorite places. When I eventually retire from this, to be very honest, I'm semi-retired at this point. I hope to open up a bar on Palma called Olewood. It'll be a little tiki bar, and I'll live in Spain. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, this is Finest Caribbean rum. So we are going to have a little taste test to see how very different all of these little rums are through. Oh, this is, oh no, that was Modus Salem. No. Yeah. Anyway, these are all, they all seem like they're Spanish style rums. We're going to get deep into tasting the differences. This is the taste, or the battle box that will eventually defeat me, because I do not know how. Oh, this is Portuguese rum. Very good. Who wants Cush to do an episode in Puerto Rico? Yes. Absolutely, absolutely. I will do an episode in Puerto Rico, 1000%, Tammy. Cannot wait. Very excited. I also received my pin, which I have worn now twice, the Dr. Cush pin and Dr. Cush's exotic pin. That was put together by the Greens, who are not here right now, and Bon and Sidecar. They put that whole thing together. So thank you guys for that. If you have your pin, wear it wildly into the world. Throw it on anything you can. Get out in the world. Preach the good word of Dr. Cush and his weird way. Yeah, I love the Bon subscription box. It does feel a little bit like that. It's spectacular. Honestly, it's everything I like. So yeah, I've tried some of those subscription boxes. Never got anything that I wanted. In this one, keeping everything. Nothing's going back. So anyway, we got a battle box coming up here with a number of different rums. We're going to Puerto Rico in November, apparently, which I'm very excited about. Like the most excited about. I've never been to Puerto Rico, so think of all the things that I will try and explain to these Puerto Rican rum people as they tell me to shut up because they know way more about this. Yeah, so we're heading to Puerto Rico. Let's go to Puerto Rico. Love it. And congratulations to my friend, my very, very good friend, Tammy, and my very, very good friend, Danny. I am very excited about everything that's going on. Getting married was the best thing that I ever did. I've made some blunders in my life, but certainly that was the least blundering thing I've ever done. I did once cut an entire nest out of a tree and put birds into a bowl with a fork or with a spoon. So that's on the other side of marriage. So we'll be drinking Dawn Q all the way. It's gonna be a big wedding, Tammy. Will I be able to turn on the computer to get this show going? Find out in November. That's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for letting me vent. I don't have a therapist anymore, so I kind of treat this like it's therapy. And I had to get that bird story out. It's in the pre-show. I'll probably cut that out. So anybody watching this now might not know what I'm talking about, but it was a whole situation. We will exchange Q in. Yes, absolutely. You did everything right after seeing the nest fall. Thank you. I'm not positive putting them into a bowl with a spoon was the way to go, but that's what I did, and they survived the night. Yes, Jen might say the same thing before the 5-hour Kids in the Hall marathon. It's gonna be awesome. Who wants to see a live stream of that? Just me? Ooh, oh, this next joke is funny. When you show somebody something that you love and it's funny, and you don't stare at them the entire time, just to confirm that it's funny, we will exchange a coin one day. Yes. Yes, we will. Yes, when we get out to go see Non-Touchable and his ice palace, we will absolutely exchange a coin for net coins, for those of you who don't know. Thank you so much for tuning in to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm Dr. Cush. I need it today more than I've ever needed it in my life. Let's head back over to our dance palace and dance it out for the rest of the show. Thank you so much for tuning in to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Cush. I will give you guys an update on the birds on Thursday. Until then, I will be back here on Thursday to do a show for you again. Oh, Rocky Rococo. Good to see you, Rocky Rococo. I will see you guys on Thursday for a new episode of Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. Thank you so much for tuning in to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm Dr. Cush, and what do we always say? Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm just thinking about those birds. Oh, it's so sad. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but my best friend was a bird for a while. It was a turkey, Turkey Tom, and he and I traveled all over the place. And I remember there was a time when Turkey Tom and I were completely inseparable, but then, you know, like all birds do, he flew off into the horizon, and that was really the last I ever saw of Turkey Tom. So next time you think of little birds or turkeys, think of old Smokin' Joe and his old friendship. And also, Cush just wrote me a note. I'm reading it over here. Thank you to Non-Touchable for your donation today. That was very nice. That will also be going to bird food to help feed those birds. Hopefully they all last for the spring. Anyway, that's what we got. Oh, what's that? Turkeys don't fly. What the hell happened to Turkey Tom? I watched. What's going on? Turkey Tom! Turkey Tom! Anyway, making more mysteries than we're solving. Thank you so much for tuning in to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am Smokin' Joe, and what do we always say? Hey, you, Jinga Jenga! Don't steal my car, Jinga Jenga! And also, we say things like, bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye.